In this fight, it's going to be a damn good one, so get ready for it. Turn off the music for a second. Let's get some good hype moments in here. It's going to be a damn good time. Implex is on the right side of the screen right now, just getting pummeled by this brand new Natara piece that ERO has in store. It's been very cool. See him on that new character. See what the lab can bring to somebody's mind when they pick up a new main, especially coming from a player like Smoke. He's a big Smoke player if you didn't know him before, and he definitely plays a very fast style, a lot of good cancels, you know, a very entertaining guy without saying the least. So, 1 second, I'm gonna get some music on. Enjoy this gameplay right here between these two titans. There we go. He's doing really good right now. Really hasn't looked this good in a long time, but apparently these two guys have beef. They were kind of bickering a little bit in the chat. Ooh. Oh my god. Look at this. The ball roll. Everything's coming together. Oh my goodness, he just keeps going into fatal blow. You're kidding me. What a good conversion. Nicely done. That was wicked. He got robbed. He did get robbed. That's a hell of a way. They have beef. Yes, they do have beef. Wits, I'll show you the bracket. If you go to the, I'll link it in a second, for you. Enjoy this fight, though. This is getting a little scrappy. Here we go. There we go. Bear with the lag for 2 seconds. It's not me. It's just I'm tabbed out of the game. Coming down to the final moments. Let's see if ERO can finish it off. Wake up buttons does it. Good job to ERO. Taking the first dub on this one and striking first. You're probably going to see a little bit of teabags, a little bit of salt, maybe some Temper's Flare, just a tad more than normal. And remember, we have a brutality bonus pool this time around, and ERO is striking first for the brute bonus. Going up 1-0 on this set. Nice. So ERO strikes first on the brutality board. A lot of flying back and forth, waiting for the first move. No strike, hits him with Farah for a second. Ball roll on the return. Putting him in his place. A good dive kick inside of himself now. Moving into the left side, he gets a bit of pressure going. ERO's not having an issue opening him up and finding. Especially with Farah on his side. He has a good layer of mix he can add to it. Gives himself a great challenge. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just popping into the stream, we got a good little tournament up ahead. We are in round 1 of the tournament. The top tournament you gotta catch. It's on the fly. They're random. You can never expect a pop-up tournament, but they are here when we need them the most. Look at this. Beautiful pickup. Into fatal blow. That's definitely gonna kill. Mileena just robbing people. It's crazy what she can do. Think about this, I almost said this bitch. This character. Think about this character, right? I think Mileena just gets absurd amounts of damage, but she has some negative drawbacks, like her strings seem like they're quite unsafe. You get good layers of mix and amazing conversions, and don't forget about that damn ball roll. How good that move is. Good damage here, stacking up. Knocks him to 380. Good little grab on the restand. RKO. Puts him at 60 HP. Almost takes him out with a dive kick. Not going to be the one to do it, though. And some teabags come in. Popping into the next match here. It is 1-1, remember. After that last dub right there. No brutality on that end, but it will be a pretty gruesome fatal from the hands of Implex. But When ERO switches over to smoke, you know he's definitely going to be sweating. And one thing I messaged ERO before this tournament started, I said, I want to see this. I want to see you go crazy. I just want to see the wild smoke cancels. I want to see everything that you can do with this character right here. I'm telling you, man. A force to be reckoned with. Backpedals. This is what this game mainly is. It's mainly just waiting for your opponent to approach you. Teabags. Doesn't even go for the opti. Who's gonna finish him off with Sector? Takes the round. Gets the lead back in the set too. Good little RKO on the restand, puts them back against each other. Just another backpedaling warfare. And this is, you know, this has been the kind of the name of the game from what we've seen. Is there a losers bracket as well, or is it just the one match? It's just the one match. We're doing it all on stream though. That's the kicker for this one. I haven't done a long tournament like this in a while. It's been a little bit of a lull for me, so wanted to hop back in, get in the hot seat, and just let kind of let it. You know, let's see what we can cook up today. You know. Maybe night just chilling. See some good Mortal Kombat. And a big bracket always makes everybody happy, so. Popping over. Look at these rockets. They're going like crazy. Gonna finish the job with less than 4 HP. ERO taking the dub on this one. Nicely done. Goes up 2-0. 2-1, I'm sorry. 2-1. You see some teabags here. Oh, go monkey. Go monkey. Go monkey. Yes! Oh no, he's not going monkey. Damn! Look at him, dude!
Yeah, do on the horse, motherfucker.
On the jump in, almost gets him. Implex trying to cut in. Gets a nice pickup. It's so cool seeing the conversions with Sonya in the air too. Big RKO from Sonya. What is in neutral right now is just a very careful standstill that can't overcommit to anything because both these guys on one touch just get so much damage that they stack up. It's absolutely wild. Another good low check following through. The invisible stupid smoke mix that we've heard proclaimed from Gaza Legend. One of the international players we had in this tournament. Speaking of international players, this basically is that. These are global warfare. We have all the countries in this one. Look at the fatal blow press. Does he actually get it free here? I would have thought that'd be a close call. Ends up getting hit out of it. A little low poke into poke special. Love to see it. He said block.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumping in, gets the ball roll. Forces Breaker out. Tries to get a cancel in the midst of all that. Implex. Very patient game. Throwing a couple checks. Almost has him there. Couple different poke specials. Rocket following through. Defenses are up. Stacking up the chips to the very top. And just delivering a haymaker off that beautiful karambit. The ball roll comes in as well. What is happening here? Another conversion keeps on going. And he's to stack it up to the very, very top. Throws a fatal blow on it. Forces the breaker out of Implex. These two at full screen now. Got the rocket up. Gets him with an overhead check. Sector's your buddy, though. On the verge of taking him out. Just goes for the teabags instead. We're going to see. Look at this beautiful way to start off this match. I feel like the trickiest thing with smoke is when you keep getting checked with the low to where you just have to hold the block, and then he's going to just continue to hit you with his high strings that are super plus. So it's just a mind game the whole time you have to deal with here.
You're fucking trash. You're my little bitch.
Oh,
Round 2. Fight.
Implex talking trash. We're trying to open him up. It's not going to be the move though. Kicks him down. Oh. Ball roll coming out. Kicks him down. He's in the corner. It's close. Gets the barbecue active. He's invisible. He does have the mix. Although Implex has him down, pinned into the corner.
You're fucking trash. Look at you, you fucking bitch. Huh? Huh?
Finish him.
I fucking own you, fucking dog shit player. Get in the fucking bin.
Animality. Mileena
Implex takes the set on this one. Good little ball roll though. Always a good way to start it off if you're Mileena, I suppose. No stoppage of mix-ups right here. And the good old Scorp Pharaoh we know and love. I messaged Disarted as well recently, and I'm like, hey, is this team still valid? I'm genuinely curious. Say yeah. Good way to open him up though. Nice little punish. Builds up into the corner. Thing about Scorp Pharaoh, I mean, it's maintained quite good. It's a little bit slower to get the low mix, I feel like, than before. I think they nerfed some of the frames on that cameo move, and it's allowed the Pharaoh mix to not really kill you as bad. You can fuzzy it a little bit easier. I really want to get some experience with it offline and see if it's any harder or easier necessarily. Kicks him out. Full screen though. They meet in the air. Good kick away. Knocks him down. All the spear back. He's cooking. Call him with the spear back to you. Good delivery. With the brutality as well. Disarted striking first on this one. Nicely done.
Scorpion, we fight.
See what he cooks up here. Initially starting off with the back three, not going to be the right move. Disarted sees right through it. Just decides to get right on top of him. And the Disarted is striking first. Don't forget about the brutality bonus. Oh my god. Right back at you. Good little spear check there, pulling back on the Pharaoh, caught him leaning. Now, how do you commentate Scorp Pharaoh? Like, do I just start describing the alphabet? Do I, do I talk about the colors? You know, what kind of IQ needs to know how to play this team? I think everybody knows how to play Scorp Pharaoh. It's a great team, nonetheless. It gives Scorpion the layer of mix that he desperately needs. And on top of having excellent, like, defensive moves and way to hold people down the whole match, armor breaks, it's a very, very solid team for him. Yeah, I mean, it's no misunderstanding why people use it. It's an easier one to pick up for sure. But, I mean, extremely competitively viable, I would say. Some matchups, of course, Scorpion doesn't thrive in necessarily, but if you play quite an aggressive character, Rushdown or something like that, it's definitely gonna be a good counter to that, I suppose. Just coming from my point of view, playing the game, I definitely think that. What's up, Taki? Shout out to Taki Nana in the chat. How you doing? Oh my god. What are the odds this loses this? Like, what are the odds? I say none. I say there's no chance this returning champ. Disarted's been a 6-time champion in these events. He's been crazy. If Tetra takes him, I'm gonna be surprised. But he's playing this as the tag Implex. I'm not saying Tetra here. Get a little swaggy with it. With the brutal as well. Nicely done. See what the move is here. Try to get him with the low mix from Farah. Little down poke. Trying to get him leaning a little bit. Maybe there's some room to breathe here. Low check from down below. Overhead landed. Pokes from both of them. Low pokes as well. Couple backhands of disrespect. Good check. Almost had him there. Nothing quite yet. Good overheads are being landed. Gets him into the quarter nicely. Ice clone on top of that too. Implex coming to life a little bit here. Got the spear following him up. 30% taken away. Low mix from Farah gonna catch him as well. This keeps building. He ain't gonna stop either. Get that spear involved for the mid check as well. On a low HP situation, command grab from Farah gonna seal it. Set point in the favor of Dis. Let's see if we can seal it out.
Round 2. Fight.
Pulls him through with a spear. Building back up on this combo. Good way to build it up with Scorp Farah. Gets a teabag in the middle of it as well, getting a little toxic, just a little bit. He says he's gonna talk shit, and then get 3-0'd immediately after. That's what I'm talking about. Disarted sticking up for ERO here. Teabags back at him, gets a grab, kicks him away. Low poke. Is he gonna commit? Doesn't get him yet. Catches him on the back three, unfortunately. This is gonna have to eat this one. Good dive kick, pokes from both of them. Little micro bags, never hurt nobody. Low poke again. Maybe there's something here. Mid checks. Hold on a second. He's just playing with his food at this point, ready to kick him out of this bracket. Disarted, ready to finish the job. We'll see if he can do it. Low pokes, another big check for fire. Wait a second. And that's gonna seal it. The fire melts all of the ice in Sub-Zero's veins as... And let's get it kicked off with a bang. Starting off with the electric fly, following up with the rockets. Getting the mix right away. So Havik is a character that has been plaguing Combat League, plaguing everything. But I'll tell you what, he's the best character in the game without a doubt. He's got amazing mix, great armor. And what Kafursko did with him with Shujinko really makes it an interesting fight too. These guys are both champions of these events as well, and definitely know how to put on a show. Wits on the teleport around, catches him with the first rocket. Low poke from Yuvi. Trying to get him leaning a little bit. Movement created. Gets him, forces the breaker there. Gets the first spark flying, backpedal it a little bit. The rocket going up as well. Interrupts him. Able to press right through it. Capitalize. And does he have enough to kill right here? Not yet. 30 HP, you gotta guess. Flawless is the end of it. And a good little strike right there takes him away. Nicely done from Wits to shut him down. Couple strikes into the bubble. The rocket's following through now. Gets the grip right there. And just hold on a second. He goes right through. He armors. Backpedaling a little bit. Flawless is it. Doesn't get hit by the Movado trap either. The setup is avoided. Into the corner you go. The pressure is elite from Wits right now as he strikes him. Couple different staggers. Maybe you got some movement here. Low pokes between them. Beautifully done. As he nails him with every single dive kick, gets him with the low mix and forces the breaker out of him. Low HP, this is where Wits becomes a maniac. Projectile heavy, goes in with the double rocket. Gonna have to eat that overhead. Knowing that he has the breaker, how does he approach this? It's very risky. On the whip punish, does he get him a sector? Not able to hit him just there yet. And not safe enough to succeed either. This is the final round in this first game. This is going to be a nice set we got between us. Low check from Havik. What a successful conversion he gets off of that. One little low poke from down below. Good staggers as he catches him. The cartwheel is active. Got him pinned down. The rocket's falling through as well. It's an endless blender. You got to figure out where your time to press really is. A little strike down with Movado. Just going for the haymakers. An unfortunate drop. Hold on a second. Could get interesting as Witz has room to press here. He finds a good opportunity in the corner. Gonna get fatal blow off as well. This one is gonna hurt. Better mash your life off right now. These guys are not missing a button. Pins him down. 432. He gets him with the low mix, forces the breaker in the final moments. I didn't know if it was gonna be like this, and he nails an overhead on the teleport. Witz playing out of his mind for that first game. 1-0 with the lead. Gets it over Yuvility. Back into it with the lead this time around. Yuvility trying to get him with the Sindel pressure now, but right through it. The defenses are up for Witz. No bar to have, but let's see what he cooks up for damage. Nice 364. No meter. Ends up getting grabbed into the corner. This is where it gets really tricky against Sindel. Just when you think you get overconfident, you try to approach. There's just not enough room to press here. Hold on a second. Low pokes. Gets him with the bubble, converts it to an unfortunate whiff right there. Just a small lag, but he gets the best of it on the exchange. Goes with the bubble again on top of the rocket. And just following through with more and more grabs. Cancels on. Maybe the movement might get him the beautiful flash right there. I'm sorry, it's my teammate. I gotta get excited for a second. Backpedal it a little bit. You'll be on the approach. Trying to find ways to cut the space between these two guys. We'll check right here. Gets a nice little pickup. Scream as well. Pops up. Yuvi with a nice 350 piece into the corner, building more. Sindel, Tremor, beautiful reset right there. He lands with a great health lead. See how Witz can make the approach out of this. Ends up nailing him with the final hit of the hair. Converts off of it too. 255 damage on that. Nicely done from Yuvi. As they approach a final round in this game too, these two have been going tit for tat this whole time. It's been very cool. The micro ducks between them. Punish is there. Little duck. All these projectiles trying to cut through. Forces breaker out. Goes with the beautiful scream right there. Catches him. And now just continues this pressure from Sindel. It's so tough to get out of this. Witz trying to use the lows and just not landing anything. Yuvi trying to finish the job. Witz ain't budging. It's tough. Good micro duck. He escapes it. Reads through it. Gets the punish. On the teleport, Yuvi was able to poke through. 100 HP to go for Witz, and Yuvi finishes the job with a brutal as well. So Yuvi going up on the brutality bonus pool leaderboard. 1-1 is the score on this set. It's been a close one. We'll see where the table. We're back at it. Next set we got on stream. It's gonna be Frost versus Lostdreams. Okay. Not able to get the down two right there. On the punish. Yuvi on the corner. Applying pressure. Not dropping it all. Gets the armor up with Sindel. That's so tough to get over. And with the health just so steep between the two. The swift round for Yuvility to open it up. Witz Tried to get him with a little low poke right there. Breaking the armor though. On the approach, maybe Yuvi will get something. Nothing, just a standstill. Good defense from both these people. My goodness. It's a grab in the midst of all that. Able to get the reset as well. Forces the breaker out of wits. With half the life lead, it's so tough to get over this. A little low check into the poke, not going to work on him there. He ends up getting him. This will definitely spell the end of the round. It's a swift second game for Yuvility here, taking the set up to 2-1. He's starting to run with the break right now. I don't know how long. See who does it. Full screen. Ooh. Good little overhead. Yuvility just keeping the pressure alive here. Witz is really feeling it in the corner, not able to create any space. He was able to get him with a lot of these low checks, but it's just not working this time around. Did I speak too soon? He's bringing on the pain on top of the side switch. No breaker yet for Yuvility. Maybe, just maybe, this will be a TOD. One good read, and you could very well do it. He ends up stuffing him. No fatal blow on the end of that. Good tech out of the grab. Careful. Ooh, it's close. 24 HP. Good patience. You can make it happen. On the approach, not able to flawless block it. Taken the set point in the hands of Yuvility. What is going to happen next? Good conversions here from Witz out in the corner. Stuffing them down. The double rockets are carrying on. The legs are kicking everywhere as well. Look at this strikes they're having. And cooking so much damage up without taking a scathe. Witz with his back against the wall on set point says absolutely no way. He says, I got so many layers, I am an onion. The low check again, moving up close, goes into the bubble. Gets a beautiful conversion right there with the screen. Look at Sindel cooking up. Witz still has the breaker to go here with the drop. Good read. He could very well put this back into reach. The hover makes it so tough. He cannot get the anti-air right there. It's going to have to force the breaker and just not going to see it. Yuvility getting the brutal as well. Getting another one for himself. Going up 3-1 on that set. Takes the dub over Witz and goes on forward in the turn. There we go. Looks like he's opening up with Johnny Cage. That's what he took the tournament with last time. This was back in Fight Night, I think. One of the first couple ones. It was either 6 or 5. Back in probably May or June of last year, he took the dub over some pretty fierce competition. Pulled off a couple upsets. Frost, this is his first time popping in the Fight Night circuit. We'll see what he can bring down into these walls of chaos we have around us here. Good little anti-air from Juice though. Picks up into the corner. Nicely done. Good strike. Just said he got 3 brutes. You did get 3 brutes, you're right. Yeah, you've been 3 for 3 on each one, because, yeah, there's a little bit of beef behind it, too, so. If not, you get a brute for just taking him out of the tournament, period. Breaker forced out of him. See on the approach, gets him spiked down. Low poke. Frost. Getting the pickup, though. Dreams is nailing it with a big old nut punch to close it off as well. They meet with Conan this time around. To go one up on says he plans to bring the smoke. Chameleon is in the team. I have actually seen with Conan as well, so this is pretty interesting to say the least. Low check into a couple staggers. Maybe he'll catch him opening. Stop from Juice. Not stopping. Good shadow kick. Unfortunately, you're going to hit a swift rejection. Fire Ice says you're going to meet your maker one yard at a time. Finding room. Maybe there's something here he can finish the job with. Low HP, gets him with the low check, and
You cannot escape me.
I don't think you're going to be able to play up close and personal against Onan in this matchup here. This could be a counter pick for Johnny Cage, I think. Unless he can't get his turn back. If he's able to just keep pressure alive, staggers, and not drop anything. But this really is a tricky matchup to guess. Good anti-air into the corner. Sets up with a good setup here. If you know what I'm talking about. Mr. Rain, aka Lostdreams, aka Juice, sets up a final round for our game number 2 here. Trying to get him opened up. Nails him with an overhead just to get even better pressure right on top of him now. He ain't holding back. Damn. Up close, ends up settling for the Mileena ball roll. That gets the conversion. Stabs him down. 262 HP taken away. Good pickup for Juice. Into the quarter he goes. Good little nut punch. Big Glaive back at him. Finds room to mix. 100 HP left taken away. Can he finish the job here? It's getting close. Gets him stabbed down the side switch, but he has the bar. Does he use it? Says, hit me in. No way. He ends him. Wait. Wait. He's the Undertaker. My God, he's coming back to life. With 25 seconds to spare, can he finish the job? He gets so close, but a shadow kick goes right through him. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. How do you do that? How do you do that? What the heck? Meaning for a third game here. Gets the first opening off the Jade Glaive. Capitalizes nicely. Sets up for the quarter. Ross not having any room to press here. Gets caught. Unfortunately, that ball roll comes out of nowhere, especially when you're just under so much pressure with Cage. Just had him with the grab. Good micro duck. But it's just a one-sided affair. It's looking like a wash. Mr. Rain, aka Juice, just about to finish the job here. Les Broski gets some momentum. He's looked good when he can find his openings. But man, when that guy is under pressure from Cage, you can't do anything. The only thing you can do up close is mix. And he's doing it really good. Big boot. Mr. Cage landed. Got him in the corner now. Says get off me on the fan lift too. He gets the final rising star and just a little bit more, no brutality, but ends it in style regardless. It's a 3-0 sweep. Lostdreams gonna move forward in the bracket, one step at a time. If you wanna check out their Discord, they got in the about section of this channel. Would highly recommend if you want some good competitive Mortal Kombat. Good way to open it up though. Converse, dropping the hammer on him. Something got the match and fit for you, buddy. And a knuckle sandwich to match it too. Low check gonna get him. Between these two, overhead gonna land. Pops him down, gets huge chunks of damage, 300 taken away, straight into the next punch setup with Janet, continuing on these conversions nicely. He is just feasting on him now. As he gets these beautiful pickups, forcing the breaker away. See if he can catch him leaning a little bit. Maybe, just maybe, there's room to breathe. Backpedal it a little bit. Careful. Now, he gets a good strike up, forces the breaker out. Frost, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hilarious prank idea. We move in together. Vape Coach. Oh my god. Vape Coach, one thing at a time, but I'm down. One thing at a time. And we can just stream tournaments all day and just become a premier FGC powerhouse in one building with a lot of hot pockets. A big shout out to Vape Coach. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Shout out Vape Coach. My goat. I do actually watch Vape. He does stream in the morning and the nights too, but good EU tournaments that he'll host right at my lunch break conveniently, so I do end up catching a lot of these matches he has. It's very entertaining to watch. Good hype commentary. Please check him out. Check out YouTube, Twitch, and all that. Great TO. Genuinely mean it. Puts in a lot of work for the scene, and like I said, we should be very grateful to have him. Because not a lot of guys are doing it like the way he does, consistently, and actually well-run events too. I wanted to check out what's been cooking up. See, Kaeydo, somebody I've been fortunate to have in the events, just grateful to finally see him on the screen. And said Ermac is a lethal team with Janet. He was dropping fat 60% combos, and honestly, it's become so normalized, which is crazy because 60%ers are just wild to see. There does take a lot of execution to actually pull this off in game, but it's crazy. Round 2 kicking off. We'll see if he can keep this lead. Kaeydo on him. Mean way to start things off in this one. Good little press there. Another low check. Backhands and disrespect coming from Converse as he feels the pressure from Kaeydo. Kaeydo with a great setup here with Janet. On the other side now, just an endless barrage of damage. Stacking up some cancels on him now too. You're feeling it. Dash it in diabolically. Gotta stand still. Don't want to overcommit. You got a sweet health lead and really starting to run with the games now. Although, Converse finding an opening here. Stacking up the chips. Doesn't opt for the meterless combo for Omni, man. He can get 440 meterless with Movado. 100 health. That's all it's going to take to put yourself up 2-0 on this set. And with one more strike, finishes the job. Goes up 2-0 on the set. And just building on this lead, looking to build a 3. Oh, sweet mind. Bro, I have to do this. Like, I can't not. I have to put this picture on the screen. You guys have to see this. Converse coming out swinging though. With a fat damaging combo. Let's see what he can do. Oh, this is the picture. Sorry. The Jade Glaive coming in with the staggers, and he gets a couple more presses. Can he open them up properly? Look at this damage. He's just feasting on him now.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my goodness. And now this Gento setup is just feasting on him. He is doing complete damage with this combo. It's leaving me speechless. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of fumbling on my words here because when Ermac just goes on a tear like this, just ballistic, it's just you almost can't even seem to react to it because half your health bar is just gone in the blink of an eye. It's too much. All right. Well, we have a second here. This is the picture we were talking about. That looks delicious. Hex out of the grab, jumps out of it. On the return, I mean, this is where you have to finish the job. It's either you do it right here, or you're going to get swept out of this one, bud. And it's single elim. This is what it all comes down to. Forces the breaker out of him now. He's trying his best, but he's not able to figure out the puzzle that is this team. Lands an overhead, though, as I speak too soon. 30%, you could do it. Staggers a couple presses, low pokes between the two. Gets a pickup of a lifetime right there. Converse with the drop, unfortunately not able to finish the job. Carries through. Is this disaster for him? Hex out of the grab, it's close. Down to the wire, and maybe he can just finish it off with one more fatal blow. An amazing clutch play right there from Kaeydo. Elite level comeback. Awesome job. Goes up 3-0 in a sweep over Noted Converse. Thank you very much for coming into this tournament. We do appreciate you a whole lot. That's what I'm talking about. KamiiSamaa is a first-timer. Takeda Jax, though, is a lethal team that I have seen in the past, and obviously more recently in the latest Pro Comp event. I don't know. I think it was Rothor that was using it. He was doing some pretty crazy level combos with this one, and I'd be damned to see what Kami can come up with here. Maybe there's new tech that just hasn't been explored, but from the most, I guess, skilled players that I've seen, they've been running with Takeda Sector for a long time, so seeing them go over to this type of cameo is really interesting for me. Good damage here. Yuvi stacking up the chips. Get the armor back up. Holds him down. Knocks him out of the park with that one. Couple different staggers, and maybe, just maybe, he'll finish the job. One more strike, he ends up getting him.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my goodness. Yuvi, you ain't gotta do him like that on the round lead too. Finding room to press though. Beautiful opening from Kami. Sets up in the corner with Jax. This is where the blender begins, and maybe the tides might turn. Don't know how Sindel players necessarily feel about this matchup, but Kaeydo has range. Sindel does too. Trying his best to lock him down. Yuvi finishing the job, though it does it in spectacular fashion. Never misses a brutal at all. Goes up one more game in the set. Puts himself at 3 on the brutality tracker as well. Nicely done. Got the round 1 screen kicking off for this next one. Up a round, and another one leads to a game. And that's what we see. 1-0 is the current score right now between these two. We'll see if the battle of the 1100 HPs, who's the one that will take the cake this time around. And it's some room to press here. Getting the movement he's looking for. Kicking him down with big boots. Jax with the ground pound. Not stopping here. Throwing some haymakers. Low poke below. Look at the mix. You gotta hold it. Striking him a little bit. Maybe there's some room to breathe here. 350 HP left. Not seeing it yet. Yuvi's trying. Staggers out for the grab. This is wild. Kicks him down. 350 separating the two. Can he finish him here? Look at this. Beautifully done. One more time. Taking another dub.
Round 2. Fight.
Good little split in the air knocks him away for a very tough run he's had so far. Having to get through wits is no easy task. I'm figuring out the Raiden secret, it seems. Can he counter Takeda and solve this beast of a... fighter? He gets such good damage, too. Wow. Holy cow. He's still going, so into the kunai, what does that do? Nothing there. I thought maybe that would go into like a little hard to blockable setup he could get off of it, but not getting it detonated at all. And Yuvi just with the elite level pressure, not dropping a game and gets the brutal as well. I'm not gonna lie. With the lead right now, can he finish it? Goes into the scream again, forces the breaker out. Another low check, almost has him. The rocket countering him for a second. Trying his best here to open him up. Beautifully done into the corner. He doesn't settle for less, because you'll miss out on more 80 HP to take away from him. Another overhead land, and he just does it again. That's the worst thing in a fighting game. I'm gonna tell you, if anything irritates me, it's when I get nailed with the same move 3 freaking times in a row. But it's a test. If you're not gonna block it, I'm gonna hit you with it again. Good swipe of the blade. Kicks him out to the other side. We'll see. 70 seconds on the clock. What he can do. Good tech out of the grab. Now he is buying some cancels. Just pressure is just stacking on top of him. He can't find any room to breathe amidst all of this. Ability with the low check. Catches of a neutral rocket back up. Gets a command grab into the double rocket. Check out this setup. That is cool. No doubt. Knocks him down after that one. Takes 354 off of that double rocket setup. Down 2 whiffs. No punish though. Oh, you would have saw something with a stand to after that. Plenty of range for it. 100 HP left. Axe Slam is down. And just takes him away with that axe slam right there from afar. 20 seconds left. We'll see if Yuvility can seal it out. Remember, it's still a set point at the moment. Another good conversion with Tremor into the scream. Takes him down, 248 HP. Scream into him now, standing 2 press is a good punish. Gets the haymakers flowing. Rockets falling through, you get mixed. You gotta take this one. Now it's guess. Nope. UV's quicker. Gets him to the punch. Grab to even out the health. One more time. He's not teching. Down 2. Up close and personal on the jump and tries to get him with the overhead press. Nothing there. Rocket to follow through. No grab there. Forces the breaker. It's close. With the set on the line, Yuvi finishes it in spectacular fashion, lands it. Does he get the brutal 2? He does. Takes it. It goes 3-0 on that set. It is a sweep, sweep, sweep fest. You're thinking we're selling brooms here. Yuvility with another. Nicely done. Good way to open it up, Dis. Straight in for the grab. After this return, he is just doing some huge strikes to him. Almost had him in the air, though. Dream on the approach. He keeps the lasers on. Disarted on the approach. Finding the correct area to attack. Throws the helicopter barrage of Havik's fists to him and gets the first lead right now on this set right now in the semifinals between these two. Running straight in with the armor, able to catch him on that. Good conversion, or Building a fat 50 burger. He just stacks up one more time. It's like one touch and you are cooked out of your mind. Trying to get him in neutral. Up close and personal. Overhead not going to land. Fair's in there too. Good pickup. So he builds the pressure on. Put him in the corner. Backhand almost caught him there. Forcing the breaker out between these two. Another check from afar. Let's see what he can do here. He has him knocked down. Good wake up press right here. This on the side switch knocks him down. 0.7 HP, and that's not enough to keep you alive, to say the least. Disarted, ending it in a spectacular fashion versus the Lostdreams. That overhead landed, teleports around him. He's trying to open him up any way he can. Good little grab there. He's going to get the teleport combos. It's a good 20-something% you're going to eat here. Impatiently. Says, I'm going to switch over to Lou. Different approach this time around. Plans to zone him out. Play the game the way it was meant to be played. Good reaction right there from Juice on the approach. Using those fluttering leg kicks, but he's going to land the dive kick in front of him. A stronger leg, if you will. Knocks him down. It's a close one. Using all those projectiles possible. And at the standstill, kicks him out. Those fluttering legs, it's impossible to flawless that one. Kicks him out to 38 seconds left. We'll see if we can seal it. But the roundup in this one negates the, you know, kind of the menacing little lead difference between these two. Forcing the breaker out of disc and anti-air. Capitalizing nicely on the reaction, though he gets him right back. The Havik. Stacking his chips up to the top. 410 taken away. On the wake up using armor. Hold on. Oh, good low check. That was good. That was really good. Alright. So I had to get a water. Make sure I'm good for the turn here.
Fight.
Into the poke special, leaves these two at a standstill until this ended up finding his ground here. Into the corner, drops him with a big leg, or 20 HP taken away. On the grab, on the restand, we'll see what he gets. Projectiles coming out. And he nails him. Good pickup right here for Dis after that trap, saving the day. Puts him at 90 HP left. Getting aggressive. It's a slight overextension. With 11 HP to spare, it's just not looking good for Juice right now. Backpedaling a little bit. Maybe seeing if he can find some ground here. Not able to get the whip punish. He's going straight in for the brutality. Completely unexpected, I might add. The good old Lopian will always save the day, though. Low check gets him. On top of him now. Proceeding to lay down the law. Nailing it too. 19% turns into 26 very quickly on the wake up though. Switching over to little Scorp Farah, Mickey Combat. And Juice plays a pretty damn good Scorp as well, so little does he know, or maybe he does know. This is one of Dis's main teams here. On the wake up though, gets the punish, forces the breaker out of him. Good teleport, snipes him out of the air. Oh, from a distance though, look at the range on Havik, that is ballistic.
Round two. Fight.
Gets another big chest bump right there. The haymakers in every direction. Drops 450 on his head. Puts him on set point, mind you. Giving him a damn good fight. Low kick from afar. Puts these guys at full screen. The spear comes in as well. Juice nailing him with 330 damage. Little low poke gets him. right in neutral. Good reach on that move from Juice. Up it forward, 312. Does he get the low knock? Gonna see it there. On the approach, Diz is finding. Is he getting a little impatient? Forcing him to approach. He knows he has that breaker. Straight in, gets him with the spear, forces it. So now that that's out of the way, one more touch, and you are all out of this one. The low gets him. What a risky maneuver, but he had a round to spare, even if he did go for the punish there. Oh no, he woke up Armor. Diz with the patient wait. Gets him a 3-0 sweep. And I did not see that coming. A returning 7-time champion. 8-time champion. To make his reign one more time. Sitting at the top of the leaderboard, where it's quite lonely, might I add. Yuvility has been able to stay consistent throughout these events. He's been bested a few times in the grand finals. I will add that, against some very formidable, great opponents. But when you talk about somebody who comes into these events and 9 times out of 10 ends up taking it, there's something to be said about that. Kaeydo, however, plans to stick up for his team, defend their honor, and finish the job for him. Be another Ice Sweat member to take out Yuvility. So far, Kid First goes been the only one to do it, and Yuvi doesn't seem to bite this time around. A great setup right here to get Tremor involved, and straight up in neutral, knocking him out for the first round, taking it. It's going to be a good one up ahead of us. Stay tuned for this fight right here. It's a good strike right there. Yuvi getting the scream involved. Converting it as well, and goes into a fat 372 damage. Whiffs, unfortunately, on the grab, but no punish out there from Kaeydo. Would have thought we would like to see Death's Embrace there, but it's not. Up close and personal. Wait a second now. 60 seconds. Yuvi with a good little boulder, striking him on the head. Scream combo right on top of him. Breaker forced out. Be careful. It's a great grab right there. Janet extender popping him down. 200 HP left for Kaeydo in this situation. Backpedaling a little bit. Hold on. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and one big old boot from Yuvility ends up taking the first game. Will this be time for a new one to be crowned? Or are we going to see continued greatness? And right now, when you look at this in the eye and you say, I got to fight a Sindel Tremor right now, and he's playing like this, I gotta play out of my mind. I gotta get non-stop 60% combos here. A couple different staggers force out. Unfortunate break right there for Kaeydo in that situation. Getting the right Tremor built up on top of this pressure is just showing the state of mind that Yuvility's at this point. Pops him down, 430 HP left. Another good stance. Staggers into it. Good setup right here. Gento in there. Breaker forced out. Nice little low check. Catches him in the air. 270 HP left. Back at him. Finds room. Finishes the job with one boot. 26 HP left. And just hits him with a big fat meaty check right there. And gonna put this one with a good lead, it's safe to say, in the hands of Yuvi. It's gonna have to see Kaeydo really pull it together right here. So next gen, it actually, my auto mod filtered out your message. So so you can say big meat, but you can't say big fat meat. The second you say fat, it thinks it's a slur. So I can't. Look at this Gento. I got distracted, and for a second he dropped 497 Kaeydo. He has the meter set up too. Really good going into here now. Caught me off topic for 1 second and I miss it. It's crazy. Whiffs him down. Yeah, there you go. Look at the Tremor set up there. It's so tough to block. Not stopping. Hold on a second. Lift it up and catching the movement there. And the brutal as well. Yuvility is on. He has 6. You have 5. Now, brutality tracker is not a legally binding one. I'm just keeping a pretty good tally, I think. I'm saying 6-5 right now, and he has it. So he can pretty much glitch it right here. We're not doing no first to 5 grand finals or nothing. We're seeing who can take this extra 5 smackaroos. Smacking him down. Kaeydo's doing work. He ain't dropping either. 322 damage on his head. Wants to finish the job here. He builds up 322 plus into the grab. Gets Janet involved too. Why not? On a good setup in the corner. He ain't breaking either. One more touch. Basically got him. Let's see if he can land a grab here, but you don't want to grab a dead man. Just kind of asking for trouble at that point. 2 grabs back to back for Yuvility. Into the corner, 120 HP. Another grab. This is wild. Low poke. Checks him out. Stutters for a second. Trying to get him with the embrace. That's not going to happen. And good job from Kaeydo to stay alive. Negates the set point. Takes the lead. Game number 3. Setup is so nasty. Low poke. The grab for the restand, smashes him down with a boulder. See what he can do. Low pokes are between them. Pedaling a little bit, trying to get some movement out. Maybe there's something to happen here. Gets the scream involved. Into the corner as well with Tremor. This is almost guaranteeing a really tough guessing game right there. Forcing the breaker out. Really wants to keep this round alive. He plans to finish the job here. Maybe not the smartest break here. Probably would have just rolled it out to a final round at that point, but gets himself a little bit of room. And no, now that I think of it, you're pretty much in one Gento setup, and you basically got yourself the game. This is a good way to set it up. Bending well. And it is just repeated overheads and just straight up attacks that bring him down to a final round. In the closing moments. Another big strike right here. Oh, he ain't done. Barrage of damage is stacking back up. Good pickup for Yuvility here. Can he close it off? One more strike, and it seems like that will be the case. Didn't even take a scathe on that final round. Able to finish it with a brutal as well. 3-0 sweep to get into the grand finals. Yuvility takes this one just a step back in these tournaments to make a name for himself every single time. Yuvility doing the same exact thing. Welcome into the grand finals of the pop-up tourney. We have a really good one up ahead for y'all, and this is going to be no shortage of entertainment. As I like to say, it's going to be a good one. Get ready for this grand final that we have between these two titans. Disarted with 6 championships underneath his belt, looking to make it 7. Yuvility trying to break records again and make it 9. This is going to be a hell of a fight right here. Obviously no strangers to each other whatsoever. They have had their fair share of matches as well, and it's always a squabble every single time. But, you know, Disarted started to go to Havik more in this matchup when Yuvility was just on these ill tears with the old Homelander. He was able to just work that so effectively throughout several patches of this game's life and just was killing everybody in his path. Homelander a tad bit different now compared to back then, but he's still extremely strong. He had a whole mind game of going off lows and different strings and able to find different ways to open up his opponents with ease. You gotta work for it a little bit more now. You gotta condition a little bit. You gotta grab and get people leaning. You gotta land that overhead with the hover stance like that, because that is where a majority of your bread and butters are gonna come from. Couldn't tech out of that one. Back throw is devious. Gets him locked down. 235 damage taken away from him. Into the corner. Yuvi trying to create some space. Dashes right in. Straight up with Farah. A little spear check. Down from afar. Looking. Maybe, just maybe you could find some luck here. Walk straight up for a grab. 110 HP kicked away. Tried the Farah mix. Not going to land it. And just swinging for the fences, he ends up capitalizing. Backhands a disrespect from Homelander. He's got a long health lead to overcome. In the corner, tries to get him on the hover stance. Stopping him dead in his tracks. Disarted with the side switch as well. Puts him at a final round for this first game. Checks him for a second. Good use of that command grab with Farah. Right into the back three with the overhead knot. Didn't get any luck with that. Good defense out from Yuvi. Ends up getting hit with the mid. Into the corner you go. You gotta eat this. Drops 365 on him. In the grab, this will set up for Farah. Continues the string. On a back throw, this is almost guaranteed every time. Just continues with the pressure. Goes with a couple mid checks. Pokes between the two. Disarted's gotta come over and finish the job, or else Yuvility will go on an ill tear. And just in the corner now, low pokes between the two. He's checking him. Trying to get him leading, maybe a little overzealous. Good grab from Disarted right there. Create a separation. 50 HP left. Yuvi backpedaling carefully. On the dash in, he ends up getting them with Farah. So, going through the routes, you gotta wonder what his idea is, if he's gonna break early on or not. No freaking way. Disarted ends up stealing this game from the hands of Yuvi with a brutality as well. We are back in the Fire Temple for this one here. And squaring off one more time. Yuvi with a couple different hovers, trying to create some movement out from him. He's just not budging one bit though. Doesn't have any room to strike here. Tries a little backhand move, and he's also got Farah too, but they're not landing it. Gonna stand still, ends up catching him. Calls him back for this first succession of strikes with 50 seconds to go. Backpedals a little bit, and he catch him with Farah. So he goes for the laser instead. Gets a nice conversion off that mid. 80 HP left. Settles for a grab. Doesn't want to apologize for that one either, like he just said.
Round 2. Fight.
Striking in, he called Farah out. Nothing there. Overhead landed with good old Milk Lander. In the corner, Yuvi stacking up the damage. 254 he puts on him. It's the EX to get away, calls him. Right up close and personal. Keeping it interesting. This is right on top of him, not allowing him to breathe 1 second. Good tech out of the grab, back pedals. Ability with the full screen check from the Milk Lander. Overhead gonna land, he gets uplocked. Right back at you. Disarted with the aid of Farah, knocking him down. 348 HP, take it away. Running right up for a grab, getting aggressive. Yuvility's playing right in the face. Not scared to take the damage. Up close. 3 knee checks. Maybe the final one will get him. A couple different staggers. The final press of a nice little standing one. Ends up doing it. This striking first. Wants to build his lead up to 2-0. Gonna be a challenge in front of him though. Keep that brutality bonus in mind too. Good press from both these guys. Converts. It's a good little neck breaker, 292 taken away. Farah on the mix too. Health is low for Dis. Trying to fuzzy, ends up getting caught with the overhead. What a beautiful conversion right there for Yuvility. Snaps the neck of him too and reminds him that the brutality bonus is his as well. In the Temple of Carnarvala, these two meet 1-1. We have a combat league set on our hands now. A 1st to 2, if you will. The stakes are high. Trying to solidify their name in the rafters as the leader. comes one fight at a time. Yuvility in the corner. Ends hit the hard knockdown. Disarted finds the gap, uses that armor. The check's out. Good little neutral jump. Not gonna have it with that empty jump, rather. So Dis on the return. Ends up getting punished. Put right back into the corner.
That was the wrath of God.
And now the lead's in the hands of Yuvi.
Two. Fight.
With the back, they're trying to get him to lean a little bit, not catching any movement there. Settling for the armor just to get away from it. On that command grab, you're starting to see a style that's reminiscent of the way that Yuvility used to play the Homelander before. Endless mix, endless damage. The combo routes are insane. Go poke for both of them. Catches him with forward four. Almost had the conversion there. Nothing yet. It's the back throw. Bear's going to be the extender here. Right up 235. Taken away. Goes for another grab right in the corner. The pressure is back up on him. See, Flawless blocks it. Big boot. Yuvility. Nice catch. My goodness. Low poke. Almost had him with Farah. That's crazy. Surprised it didn't actually land right there. That's wild. That one will. Yuvi finishes it. And brutal. Boom. 2-1 is the score. For a potential final fight, but down 2-1. One step at a time, you can bring this back. Trying to get him leaning just a little bit, nothing there. The backhand's a disrespect. Carry on to the corner. Knocks him down. 200 HP to take away to even it out, and it is in the hands of Yuvility in this corner. It's a guessing game on Wake Up too. That's the tricky part. Low poke. Gets him with a little bit of a hesitation there. Nice job for Dis to get the low Farah mix and all that. Sets up for the corner good. See what the move is on Wake Up here. Try to get him with an overhead down to conversion out from Yuvility. Farah to keep this going. What a wild pickup right there from from Yuvility. Put him on set point with style. Wow. Disarted says right back at you. I can set up the pressure alive and well in the corner too. I got the same cameo, buddy. Just goes for a down one, walks right up and grabs him anyways. Presses a little bit, gets the Farah mix in there with the overhead landed. Building up in the corner. 60% between these two fighters. Pick it up, oh my goodness, almost had him there. Armor's right through it. Low hit, tries him, tries to test the patience, ends up getting him with these low pokes. Sealing it out, still on a set point. Can Yuvility close it out here? Is Dis gonna drag it out to a game 5? Straight in for a grab, takes out of that one. Finally attacking that back throw. He's been succeeding so well at just good armor. Right, as a reaction, uses the teleport immediately to keep his side switch. He has not used that teleport at all. Both of them with Farah. So it's all in the hands of Yuvility in the corner. He's got the meter. So does Dis if he has time to press, and that is not going to be it. Nailed with the overhead. Just feeling the wrath of the Homelander. 30% left, and on this return, Dis almost takes it back. 40% overhead landed. It's getting close. He needs to do everything he can to seal this one off. 30%, it is down to the freaking wire. 20% each. He might have breaker here. Saves it for a second. One more touch and he ends up doing it. Yuvility just continues to do the impossible. A 3-0. I think he left. I think he left. 3-0 victory for the now 9-time champion. RIF. Relief in Fear's Yuvility takes it over Disarted in a